Hello, everybody, and welcome to your daily interactive tarot advice. This is for Saturday, April 28th, 2018. Today, I thought I would switch it up a little bit, and instead of having oracle cards, I have tarot decks. So we have the Sirian Starseed tarot deck, the Sexual Magic tarot deck, and the ViceVersa tarot deck. So what I'm going to do is draw a major arcana, as you know, the oracle cards, so to speak, and then draw 3 cards from the minor and court cards to get clarification. So go ahead and put your question out to the universe and decide which deck you are most drawn to, or if you would like a message from all 3, just ask the universe that as well. As always, timestamps for all 3 decks are listed in the description box below, and I will be starting with the Sirian Starseed. So, those of you that are most attracted to the Sirian Starseed deck, let's see what advice comes out for you guys today. And these are huge cards, so they're not the easiest to shuffle, I'll tell you that. If I had bigger hands, maybe. Alright, so I feel like right there. Alright, so you guys have Luna. And the full moon is actually on the 30th, the full moon in Scorpio. So this could be an indicator of some activity for you guys around the full moon. But also, as a confirmation, this would say there's much that's unseen, or there's some unresolved emotions, or you need to really use your intuition, psychic ability to fill out a situation. Like if you're feeling something's off, you are probably correct. However, because it's the moon, there could be a lot of emotion involved, which could really taint your perception or thoughts of what could be, unseen. So if you're detecting something that's unseen, instead of dwelling on it, just surrender. Ask the universe to show you, surrender, and let it go, and it will come to you, I promise. But, with the moon, there can always be a lot of emotions involved, and emotions clouding judgment or creating misconceptions, sometimes fear-based beliefs that aren't really true, but it feels like the reality, okay? The moon card represents Pisces in the tarot deck, so this could be some Piscean energy. You could be a Pisces, or you could be dealing with a Pisces. But, with the moon being the overall energy for you guys, it could be emotion, or it could be your intuition is really strong today as well. So let's pull more cards to get deeper clarity about this Luna. What is Luna telling us? All right. We have the 5 of Cups. Yeah, this is definitely some emotion. I really feel like those of you who were drawn to this, there's something going on in your life, in your emotional body, that is, causing you some heartache and some sadness and sorrow. Since this is general, obviously that reason is different for everybody, but coming out with Luna, definitely emotions involved. And I've noticed a lot of readers take the 5 of Cups as a spilt milk or whatever. I've heard it referred to like that, crying over spilt milk. And frankly, I have just never really felt the 5 of Cups in such a light, superficial kind of way. This to me has always represented, it's something that is definitely lost. It doesn't mean all is lost or that it can't be repaired, but whatever has happened, whether big or small, has left a deep emotional impact upon the person experiencing it. And that's the energy I get with this card. You know, whether it's petty or not, it really impacted the emotional body. And, you know, when that happens, it hurts. And you can't walk on a broken foot. So when you're hurting inside of your emotions, you know, you've got to take a minute and catch your breath. So, you know, I just want to put that out there. So if you're ever watching a reading, you know, and if you feel like they're making light of your emotion, just disregard that and know that, no, you're not a crybaby or drama queen. I'm sorry. We feel what we feel, and that's our personal truth. Whether anybody else thinks it's right or wrong or dramatic or not, I mean, come on, we can only be who we are, and what we feel is what we feel. So, you know, definitely some emotions going on. Let's see what comes out next. Oh goodness, we have the 5 of orbs. So we got 2 5s here. Definitely some challenge energy. This is where maybe you and somebody else are just not seeing eye to eye. There could be some fighting. You know, somebody could be having an ego trip, you know, just wanting to win for the sake of winning rather than being right or even being justified. Very controlling energy, oppressive type of energy with this card. So let's see what comes out. Nice. What a beautiful card to end this. I love that this came out. Like, you don't even know. So with this here, there's definitely some clarity by the end of the day, okay? And I feel whatever this is attached to for you, you be true to you and what you're feeling and what you're going through, okay? Because honestly, that's the only thing that is really going to heal you and set you free, and that's the truth. And it does not matter what anybody else has to say or what their opinion is about what you feel. It's none of their business, and they have no right. Because you know what I've noticed? 9 times out of 10, people that are like, well, if I was in that position, I would blah, blah, blah. Well, guess what? When they get in that position, they don't do that blah, blah, blah. They do the opposite of that because, you know, when you're not in it, it's easy to, you know, tell somebody how they're doing it wrong or whatever. And when you're in it, it's a whole different ballgame, right? So be gentle with yourself. Be kind. I don't know. This could be where we're finally having some communication, or we come to a new perspective by the end of the day. It's just maybe for some of you, you are in just this big funk and you're really feeling that, and you know it doesn't, you know, you're like, it sucks, and just telling yourself that and giving yourself that permission to be like, okay, this sucks, you know, is usually sometimes enough just to set you free. Like, I am not playing with you. It can be that easy sometimes. You don't realize how much we tell ourselves we are wrong, and you know, and we berate ourselves and we shame ourselves when we're hurting. And it's just, that's the opposite of what we need to be doing. We need to be tender and nurturing ourselves, and, you know, being like how we would be to anybody who's really in a lot of pain. You know, you're not going to berate them or tell them they're stupid or anything, you know. So you got to be that same way for yourself. And because, you know, we have the orb here and this moon, this also might indicate that there's resolution to this energy, like the finality of it by the full moon on the 29th, 30th of April, okay? So those of you that are experiencing this energy, I really feel that this has come out to let you know that this will pass, okay? It will. It's going to get better. So, you know, just hang in there. As a confirmation, I would say wait. Don't really proceed until you have everything that you need to move forward, okay? Like, I just very strongly don't make any decisions, just move through the energy and you'll get to this place of this Ace of Orbs and you'll have clarity. This is, you know, clarity, understanding. We're no longer, you know, feeling this emotional or mental turmoil. It's finally balanced. You know, for some of you, you could just be really struggling with some sort of decision or, you know, something along those lines, but just flow with the energy. This too shall pass, okay? So I am definitely wishing you guys a beautiful day. I never like it when this kind of message comes out because I don't know why, but if it's not, you know, fluffy and beautiful, people don't like it. And I'm like, well, the tarot isn't always about that. It tells you the energies, and sometimes the energies aren't pleasant, and that's what I see with these cards, unfortunately. So I'm sending you guys lots of love and light, and seriously, hang in there. It is definitely going to get better, okay? So I am wishing you guys all the best. Alrighty, hello. So hopefully we'll get a different message out of deck 2 compared to what came out here. But, you know, the tarot doesn't lie. It always tells us what's going on, whether we want to know it or not. Yeah, honesty. That brings healing. And look at, here's the moon. Anyways, so we're going to pull a major arcana for you guys to see what the overall energy is about for you guys that were drawn to this deck. And this to me is probably going to be more of a like a relationship or romance type of message. But I know some of you really enjoy me slipping those into this lineup, so that's why I also added the Sexual Magic Tarot. Okay, oh my gosh, are you kidding? Here's the moon again. So we got the moon over here in the first lineup, but now we have the moon in the Sexual Magic Tarot. In the Sexual Magic Tarot, there's a little bit of a different meaning here. This is all about maybe being totally sucked in by a beautiful illusion. Not to say that it's not real, okay, but there's an element of seduction and illusion with this card. And things under moonlight always appear differently than they do under the sun. So, as a confirmation, this to me would indicate that you are maybe not seeing everything as it truly is about a person or a situation, okay? So let's pull more cards. Sorry. I don't know why all of a sudden, like, I had to clear my throat. Maybe we got some fifth chakra going on where we need to communicate some things, huh? Let me take a drink real fast. So let's see what's going on with this moon energy in the Sexual Magic Tarot. All right, so we have the Knight of Pentacles. This could be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. With this is like a representation of maybe some discontentment about how things are proceeding. They might be proceeding slow, but it's also about an offer being given, okay? And just look at like the expression on his face compared to her face. Like there's more of like a concern in his eyes, and you know, she's just taking what he's offering there is, and even the horse looks a little weary, right? So paired up with this moon, again, it's just there might be some things that aren't completely out in the light. Next we have this Three of Pentacles, but there's definitely passion and chemistry and some nice energy here. So let's see, I'm curious to see what the third card out is. All right, this makes a bit of sense. So, and then here we have the Two of Pentacles. So with this is saying there may be some embarrassment or some apprehension or some fear about expressing ourselves fully. So what I feel here is those of you who are desiring to express yourself to somebody else, make them an offer of some kind, I don't think today is the best day for that, okay? If that's what you were coming here for. It's not that I don't think this couldn't happen, because, you know, with the moon ×2 here, we have the full moon in Scorpio at the end of the month. So that might be more of an appropriate time to put yourself out there, or by that point, perhaps you're going to have more information. Okay, so with this, it's saying there's just more to be revealed before you move forward. And that's, you know, what the apprehension is about. So whether you are wanting to offer something or if something's being offered to you, it's basically saying, you know, even though it's good, you feel this, you know, something where you're like, I don't know. You know, just write it out until the full moon and see how things feel after that time, okay? Because we have connection, but again, with the moon being the overriding energy, there's just something that isn't quite out in the open, or I don't want to say there's falsity, because that's not what I'm getting here at all. It's, you know, somebody's like really holding back, or somebody's really afraid or kind of apprehensive, maybe feeling embarrassed about something that happened the night out when we had a lot to drink, okay? And, you know, maybe you really like somebody, or somebody was just your friend and you guys go out, party, have a good time, and you end up hooking up. And now after the fact, somebody's interested and, you know, feels a lot of connection and passion, but maybe isn't sure how to express that to the other person. Or, you know, it could be going both ways, but there's just, you know, some holding back and not everything being completely exposed and out in the light. And, you know, we have this pot burning, I see the smoke, and then here we have some smoke as well. So again, that's the indicator of everything's a little bit hazy. So wait until around the full moon to act or make any real decision, if at all possible, okay? That's what I really feel with these cards that came out with the Sexual Magic Tarot. So I hope that did help. This full moon may just be like crazy because, you know, here we are with it twice. So anyways, those are your messages. I'm wishing you a beautiful day as always. Take care. All right. Hello, everybody. So for those of you that were drawn to the vice versa, let's see what comes out. So we got the Judgment card as the overall energy, and this on this side, this is all about, you know, second chances. When we're on this side, this is when karma's balancing, when you know, we're atoning for sins, all that good stuff. On this side is, you know, after all that's happened and now we're moving forward anew. You know, you see that here with the bird in the sun. And this is all about second chances. So as a confirmation, this could very well mean that something you thought, an opportunity that was lost, is going to come back around, okay? You may be deciding to give somebody or something a second chance, a second opportunity. Since this is general, it could, you know, be so many different things, from a relationship to an idea to a creative pursuit. It could be returning to a previous job, you know, it could be returning home to help take care of family. Like it's the second go round. It's a second chance. So let's pull more cards to see what that means. Exactly. Right, so yeah, definitely a second chance. Usually this page in this direction has, you know, abandon his cornucopia, something that held promise, something that was, you know, gonna go somewhere in pursuit of other things because, you know, hey, I don't want to be tied down, I don't know what I want, I don't know what I'm doing. But, you know, coming out with the Judgment, this is a return to that cornucopia. So it's either you returning to this cornucopia that you've left in the past, or whatever, if you were this cornucopia and you were left in the past, you know, it's returning to you. So definitely the return of the past somehow, some way. This could also be money that was owed to you, okay, that's now finally returning. Wow, because next we have the Four of Pentacles in this position, and, you know, we're really focused on money, actually, with this card. Either side isn't the most pleasant of energies. It's just like we're 100% focused on money. And interesting enough, look at what comes out next. More Pentacles. This is the Two of Pentacles, and on this side, this is all about doing whatever it takes to get the attention of those who need to see you, to help elevate you, to help advance whatever you are trying to do. Or if this is like a person you need to do, you know, that you're trying to romance or something, this, you need to put yourself out there. So with all this pentacle energy, man, for many of you, this is all about like money, career, an idea that you had in the past. Maybe finally now somebody noticing that and you can return and finally pursue that full time. But as a confirmation, this is definitely a second chance. So yes, okay, whatever it is, yes, but make sure you are motivated by, you know, the right things. Don't be motivated just by the material gain and aspect of things, because if that's all that is, you know, motivating you, you're not going to be happy when you achieve what you set out to, okay? Like you're not going to be. It's not going to fulfill you in the capacity that you think it will. Very good to be, have great energy about money and abundance and believe that you will have millions of dollars or thousands of dollars, whatever it is. You know, it's always good to vibrate in that place, but make sure that it doesn't control you and that's not your primary motivation, because you very well may achieve that, but at the end of the day, that might be all that you have. And, you know, as great as that sounds, that's not enough for anybody, okay? It's money isn't. Money can buy experiences and things, but money can't buy emotional and spiritual connection with other people, and emotional and spiritual connection with the universe, and seeing the magic in life. Like, money doesn't buy that, and money has no place. Like, it can't, it can't touch those things. So it's important to not lose sight of that, okay? Because there's great promise here in this energy. Definitely believe yourself in yourself, and give it your all, and don't be afraid to shine your light and get the attention of whoever needs to see you for your advancement, for whatever you want to achieve with this energy coming, to this deck. Also, as like a daily energy, it's a very good day to be focused on your career, your finances, and really allow yourself to think about, could I be making more money? Because I think that you could. Some of you, this might be where you're going to take on a second job, but it's leading to something really awesome. Okay? I know, like, some things that come along in our path we don't think is relevant or whatever to where we're headed or what we're truly trying to achieve. But, every step you take is a part of that journey, and, embrace it and believe that, because there is great promise to this energy. Okay, there's great promise. There is financial stability. Some of you, it is that you're working two jobs or putting your energy in two places, but it's like that's what you're doing until you get noticed, and then it's like that changes everything. So very positive energy, definitely second chances, reaping good rewards and good karma. All about material and abundance. I mean, look at all those pentacles. So that's the energy I got for you guys today. Looks beautiful, looks great. You'll have to let me know exactly what that means for you. So I am wishing you guys a very beautiful and blessed day. Take care.